Welcome, everyone. Ready to dive into Cambodian culture?
Always ready.
Today, we're tackling the water festival, Bon Am Tuk.
An incredible celebration, really captures the spirit of Cambodia.
I'm already picturing it. Dragon boats, Tonle Sap River, crowds, color.
Oh, it's a sensory overload in the best way.
But we're going deeper than just the spectacle.
Absolutely. You got to understand the why behind the what.
Exactly. Why is this festival so deeply rooted in Cambodian life? What's the cultural and historical significance?
Well, it all starts with nature, specifically the Tonle Sap River. This river, it does something incredible.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It reverses direction twice a year.
Wait, the river flows backwards? How is that even possible?
It's connected to the Mekong River. During monsoon season, the Mekong swells and pushes back into the Tonle Sap.
So the Tonle Sap basically expands.
Exactly. Floods the surrounding plains. Then as the monsoon ends,
It reverses.
drains back into the Mekong, signals the start of the dry season.
Wow, that's incredible. So the water festival is celebrating this whole cycle.
You got it. The end of the monsoon, replenished land, a bountiful harvest on the way.
Makes sense. Rice is so important for Cambodia, right?
Absolutely. Lifeblood of the country, the Tonle Sap's flooding is essential for the rice fields.
So it's like a huge sigh of relief celebrating nature's generosity.
Precisely. Recognizing that vital link between water and life in Cambodia.
But this connection to water, it goes beyond practicality, right? There's a deeper cultural aspect.
Oh, absolutely. It's woven into their culture and spirituality.
Okay, now we're talking. Let's unpack the historical significance.
Well, we know boat races have been around for a while. I think 12th century, maybe even earlier.
Wow, that's a long time. Were they always just for fun?
Fun was a part of it, but they were also tied to military exercises, showing off naval strength.
Makes sense, showing their power.
Right. Some historians even think they might commemorate a naval victory against the Cham people, a powerful rival kingdom back then.
So from the very beginning, the water festival, the Tonle Sap, and Cambodia's maritime history are all intertwined.
Exactly. And this connection gets stronger in the 19th century during King Norodom's reign.
Why that period specifically?
Cambodia was trying to assert its independence, amidst colonial pressures.
So the festival takes on a new layer of meaning, not just celebrating nature, but also national unity and pride.
You got it. And the location of the festival, right in front of the royal palace in Phnom Penh, that adds another layer.
I was wondering about that. Why there?
Phnom Penh sits where four rivers meet. The Tonle Sap's reversal is very prominent there.
So it's a strategic location.
Very much so. By holding the festival there, with the palace as a backdrop, the monarchy was making a statement.
Linking themselves to the rivers, to the lifeblood of the nation.
Exactly. Reinforcing their role as protectors and unifiers of Cambodia.
It's like a grand display of political theater, using the landscape and symbolism to bolster their authority.
You've hit the nail on the head. These historical and political threads are woven into the very fabric of the festival.
Okay, this is already so fascinating. Ancient roots, the Tonle Sap, the monarchy. What else is there to unpack?
Well, we haven't talked about water itself. Its profound symbolism in Cambodian culture. It goes way beyond agriculture. It's intertwined with their spiritual beliefs.
Tell me more about this spiritual connection. What does water represent?
It's seen as a purifying force, cleanses the body and soul, washes away negativity, brings good fortune.
I can see that reflected in the ceremonies during the festival, especially those with Buddhist monks.
Exactly. Buddhism is so central to Cambodian life, and water plays a big role in their rituals.
Purification, blessings, right?
You got it. The water festival becomes a way of expressing these beliefs on a grand scale, collective purification, aligning with the Tonle Sap's cycle.
Like syncing up with nature and the cosmos, seeking blessings for the year ahead.
Precisely. But there's more to it than just Buddhism. There's also animism, the belief in spirits inhabiting nature, like water.
So are they honoring those spirits too during the festival?
Absolutely. They make offerings to water spirits, asking for protection, blessings, and a good harvest.
Wow, it's this incredible blend of beliefs and traditions, not just celebrating nature, but also connecting with the spiritual realm, honoring ancestors, reaffirming cultural identity.
You've got it. And we've only scratched the surface. There are so many more rituals, unique regional traditions, and the challenges of keeping this heritage alive in a changing world.
I'm hooked. Let's dive deeper into those details next. I want to hear more about the specific rituals and ceremonies that make the water festival so unique.
Excellent. We've got some captivating insights coming up. Get ready to explore the richness of this incredible celebration. It's amazing how the Cambodian Water Festival blends the ancient and the modern, you know? It shows how resilient culture can be.
Yeah, we've traced it from the Khmer Empire through colonialism to today, and still going strong.
Exactly. And when you look at the rituals and ceremonies, that blend is even more clear.
Like the Sampia Priya ceremony, right?
Yes. Moon worship on the second day.
I remember reading about that. Something about rabbits and the moon. It's not what you'd expect at a water festival.
It is a bit unexpected, but there's this beautiful story behind it, a Jataka tale called the Chhith.
A Jataka tale.
Yeah, Buddhist stories about previous lives of the Buddha. This one's about a selfless rabbit.
Oh, okay, I'm listening.
So this rabbit offers its life to a hungry Brahmin who turns out to be the god Indra in disguise.
Wow, a god in disguise.
The moon is so touched by the rabbit's generosity that she puts its image on her surface, like a tribute.
So it's celebrating compassion and selflessness, linking kindness to the cycles of the moon.
Exactly. And during Sampaya Priya, people gather under the moonlight, offering fruits that rabbits love.
Like what?
Bananas, coconuts, that sort of thing. It's a way of thanking the moon, honoring the rabbit, recognizing the connection between all beings.
I could just picture it. Families under the moon, sharing these stories and offerings. So powerful.
It really is magical. It shows that the water festival isn't just about the excitement. There are these quiet spiritual moments, too.
Yeah, it's a celebration of life, of nature, of the human spirit, finding meaning even when things are tough.
Beautifully said. And that brings us to another fascinating aspect, the Bonde Bratib, the Festival of Illuminated Floats.
Oh, yes. The photos are incredible. Those boats are like floating art lighting up the night.
They're spectacular. And the tradition itself is ancient, maybe even dating back to the 8th century.
Wow, older than the water festival as we know it today.
Exactly. We're not totally sure about its origins, but one theory is that it was a way to honor the Naga.
The Naga.
Mythical serpent deities, they're believed to live in the Mekong River. The illuminated floats were meant to appease them, ensure their blessings.
So we've got animism, Buddhism, all these layers of belief in one festival.
Culture is fluid like that, absorbing and blending different ideas over time, creating something new. And the Bonde Bratib, with all its lights and artistry, has become one of the most visually captivating parts of the water festival.
I bet it's breathtaking to see those floats on the water, the reflections, the lights on people's faces.
It is. You can feel this sense of awe and wonder as they pass by. It's a reminder that the water festival isn't just about tradition. It's about beauty, creativity, the power of imagination.
We've talked about how unifying this festival is, bringing Cambodians together, but I'm curious, are there regional differences? Does it look different in other parts of the country?
Absolutely. The core elements are the same, but each province adds its own flavor, local customs and traditions.
Give me some examples. What kind of regional spins are there?
Well, in Kampong Chhnang, they're famous for their pottery. So during the water festival, they have these big displays of pottery making.
So it's like a festival within a festival.
Exactly. Showcasing their craftsmanship, celebrating that part of their heritage. And in Batmamang, they have this amazing nighttime parade of illuminated boats.
Not the same as the Bonde Bratib.
Similar idea, but different. These boats in Battambang are decorated with intricate designs, twinkling lights. It's a whole other spectacle.
Wow, so each region brings its own creativity, its own art and traditions. It's a beautiful mix.
And it's not just visual. In Siem Reap, home of Angkor Wat, the water festival is more spiritual. They have a ceremony offering the first rice from the harvest to monks.
That's lovely, a gesture of gratitude and respect.
Exactly, acknowledging that connection between spirituality, agriculture, daily life. And this focus on the spiritual side is something you see in a lot of regions outside Phnom Penh. The capital has the big races and crowds, but in smaller places, it's more about ceremonies, offerings to spirits, community gatherings.
That makes sense, a more intimate connection to those ancient roots.
Right, and these regional variations are key to understanding the whole picture. The water festival isn't one single thing, it's multifaceted, reflecting the diversity of Cambodia.
This has been eye-opening. Ancient origins, the symbolism of water, the monarchy, regional traditions. It's so much more than just a party. It's a window into the soul of Cambodia.
Beautifully said. And as we move into the final part of our deep dive, we'll look at some of the challenges and opportunities this tradition faces in the 21st century.
Throughout this exploration of the Cambodian Water Festival, one thing really stands out to me.
What's that?
It's a celebration of resilience. I mean, it's gone through so much history, but it's still this vibrant, living tradition.
It really speaks to the strength of the Cambodian people, their connection to their heritage, their ability to adapt and thrive.
And those boat races, they embody that resilience, don't they?
Absolutely. There's this energy, this pride that you can feel as those boats power down the river.
It's more than just a spectacle. It's like a connection to the past.
Exactly. A past when Cambodia was a major maritime force, its influence spanning across Southeast Asia.
So each stroke of the oar is like a link to that legacy, a way of reclaiming and celebrating their heritage.
Precisely. And the boats themselves, they're not just boats, They're treated with reverence, almost like sacred objects.
They're given names. They often have eyes painted on them. There's this belief that they're inhabited by spirits.
It's like they have their own personalities, these powerful symbols of both the physical and spiritual realms.
And that reverence for the boats, it ties into the broader spiritual significance of the festival, right?
Exactly. It's a reminder that this isn't just about having fun, it's about connecting to something deeper, a realm where the natural and supernatural meet.
It's amazing how the festival weaves together all these aspects of Cambodian culture: history, spirituality, art, even food.
Oh, absolutely. The food is a huge part of the experience, and like everything else, it has layers of meaning.
There's one dish I'm curious about: Og Ambok, the flattened rice dish eaten at midnight. What's the story there?
Og Ambok has a fascinating origin story. It's said that King Baram Richa III was inspired to create it after seeing a lightning strike, this powerful display of nature.
So it was a response to that force of nature.
In a way, yes. He decided to build a pagoda to honor Indra, the god of thunder and rain, and Og Ambok became the symbolic food offering, a way to appease the gods and ensure a good harvest.
It's a dish that's all about resilience and adaptation, recognizing the power of nature and trying to live in harmony with it. It's incredible how even a simple rice dish can hold so much cultural significance.
It shows how food, in many cultures, is more than just fuel. It's a way to tell stories, connect to the past, express identity, and in the water festival, it adds another layer of richness.
We've explored so much about this festival, but we should also acknowledge the challenges it faces. We talked about balancing tourism and cultural preservation, but what other obstacles are there?
One of the biggest is climate change. It's a global issue, but it has very real consequences for Cambodia, especially for the Mekong River.
The Mekong, the lifeblood of the region, the driver of the tonal saps reversal, I could see how that would be a major concern.
Exactly. Demises upstream, deforestation, unpredictable weather, it's all disrupting the Mekong's flow, affecting the water levels, the balance that's so crucial for the tonal sap.
So the very heart of the water festival, the celebration of the tonal saps reversal, is threatened if the Mekong suffers.
Precisely. It highlights how interconnected everything is, how cultural preservation and environmental sustainability go hand in hand.
It's a reminder that our actions, even those that seem far removed from a place like Cambodia, can have ripple effects across the globe, affecting cultures and traditions we may never even experience directly.
It's a call to action for all of us to be more aware, to support efforts that protect both the environment and the cultural heritage of places like Cambodia.
Well, this deep dive has been truly eye-opening. I'm leaving with a sense of awe, a deeper appreciation for the power of tradition, the beauty of cultural diversity, and the incredible resilience of the human spirit. The Cambodian Water Festival really embodies all of that.
It's a celebration that has stood the test of time, woven from history, spirituality, nature, and the unwavering spirit of the Cambodian people. And it's our shared responsibility to ensure that this beautiful tapestry continues to thrive for generations to come.
Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the heart of Cambodian culture. We hope it sparked a curiosity in you to explore the world's diverse traditions and appreciate those profound connections between culture, nature, and the human spirit.